If you think simply cutting back on water before bed is enough to stop those nighttime bathroom trips, you might be missing a key piece of the puzzle. The truth is, the real solution might lie in a handful of nuts. Hi there, I'm Dr. Mike, and I'm really glad you've taken a few minutes out of your day to join me. Today, we're diving into something that doesn't get talked about enough, yet affects millions of people every single night: frequent urination during sleep. It might seem like just a minor inconvenience, but in reality, it can seriously disrupt your rest, your energy, and even your overall health. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's how you become part of a growing community focused on natural, long-term health solutions. And just tapping the like button helps this video reach others who are searching for answers just like you. I truly love hearing from you. So take a second and drop a comment below. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and have you ever wondered why you keep waking up multiple times a night just to go to the bathroom? Let's get to the root of it, and more importantly, let's talk about what you can do to finally fix it. Nocturia, or nighttime urination, doesn't just interrupt your sleep. Over time, it can weaken your immune system, increase stress, and worsen chronic health conditions. While most people focus on reducing fluids or turning to medication, very few realize that specific foods, especially certain types of nuts, can make a significant difference. Some nuts contain nutrients that help reduce bladder inflammation, regulate hormones like vasopressin that control urination, and calm the nervous system, all of which support deeper, more uninterrupted sleep. With over 15 years of experience working with patients struggling with nocturia, I've seen how adding the right nuts to your evening routine can noticeably reduce nighttime bathroom trips. And at the end of this video, I'll be sharing a simple yet often overlooked tip that, when paired with the right nutrition, could completely change the way you sleep. Let's start with a nut that often flies under the radar, but could be a game changer if you're dealing with frequent nighttime bathroom trips: walnuts. Each ounce, about 14 walnut halves, gives you 2.5 grams of omega-3 fatty acids. That's not just heart-healthy fat. Omega-3s have powerful anti-inflammatory effects that can soothe an irritated bladder lining, one of the key triggers for nighttime urgency. Think about it. If your bladder is inflamed, it sends louder, more frequent signals to empty, even when it's not full. Calming that irritation can mean fewer trips to the bathroom. But that's just the beginning. Walnuts also contain melatonin, the sleep hormone, around 3.5 nanograms per ounce. While it's a modest amount, it naturally supports your body's circadian rhythm, helping you stay asleep longer and more deeply. Add in 45 milligrams of magnesium, and now you're helping your bladder in another way. Magnesium helps relax the detrusor muscle, the one that contracts to empty your bladder. Less overactivity means more control through the night. And don't forget about vitamin B6. It plays a key role in nerve signaling and supports neurotransmitter production, helping regulate your sleep-wake cycle on a deeper level. When choosing walnuts, always go for raw or dry roasted, unsalted, and without additives. Salt and artificial flavors can actually worsen bladder irritation. Also, because walnuts contain delicate oils, store them in the fridge or freezer to keep them fresh. Rancid oils not only taste off, but they can promote inflammation. A 1-ounce serving in the evening is ideal. But here's a heads up: if you're on blood thinners or have digestive sensitivity, talk to your doctor first. Too many walnuts can upset your stomach or interfere with medication. From years of clinical work, I've seen that just this one simple change, adding fresh walnuts to your evening routine, can noticeably reduce nighttime bathroom interruptions. And it's natural, gentle, and backed by both science and experience. Now let's talk about one of the most underestimated evening snacks when it comes to better sleep and fewer nighttime bathroom trips: almonds. Just 1 ounce. That's about 23 almonds, gives you 80 milligrams of magnesium, a mineral that works behind the scenes to relax your muscles, calm your nerves, and reduce bladder spasms. If you've ever felt those sudden nighttime urges, magnesium might be exactly what your body's missing. Almonds also offer tryptophan, an essential amino acid that your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin. These are the same brain chemicals that help you feel calm and fall asleep naturally, without medication. And here's something many people overlook: Each serving of almonds gives you 75 milligrams of calcium. While we often think of calcium for bones, it also plays a critical role in nerve signaling and muscle relaxation, both of which help your bladder stay calm overnight. Plus, you're getting about 3.5 grams of fiber, which supports digestion and reduces constipation, a common but overlooked cause of bladder pressure at night. So how should you enjoy them? Aim for a small handful about 15 to 30 minutes before bed. Choose raw or lightly roasted almonds with no added salt. Excess sodium can trigger fluid retention and actually worsen nocturia. Want to take it further? Soak the almonds in water for a few hours. This helps reduce compounds like phytic acid and boosts nutrient absorption. And if you're building a bedtime ritual, try pairing them with a teaspoon of honey or a cup of chamomile tea. This combo not only tastes comforting but helps set a relaxed tone for your whole nervous system. In my experience, patients who add almonds to their nightly routine often report more restful sleep, fewer bathroom visits, and a noticeable improvement in their energy the next day. It's a small step, but one that can have a big impact. Now, if you're still waking up at night to go to the bathroom, despite all your efforts, this next food might surprise you: pumpkin seeds. These little green gems are a powerhouse when it comes to bladder repair and immune support. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you around 2.2 milligrams of zinc. That's 20% of your daily needs. Why does that matter? Zinc plays a critical role in healing bladder tissue and strengthening your immune system, both of which are key if your bladder lining has become irritated or inflamed. But that's just the beginning. Pumpkin seeds are also one of the richest plant sources of magnesium, packing in about 150 milligrams per ounce. That's nearly twice what you get from almonds. Magnesium works like a natural muscle relaxant, calming down the detrusor muscle that controls your bladder. If this muscle keeps sending false signals, it can wake you up even when your bladder isn't full. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Pumpkin seeds contain healthy fats, especially polyunsaturated fatty acids, PUFAs, and phytosterols. These compounds are known for their anti-inflammatory effects. They help soothe the bladder lining, reduce overactivity, and prevent those annoying nighttime urges. So how do you use them effectively? Keep it simple. Eat them raw or lightly roasted, always unsalted. A small handful before bed works well, or sprinkle them into some plain Greek yogurt if you want an easy, protein-rich bedtime snack. You can also try pumpkin seed oil supplements, which are gaining popularity for bladder support. That said, a quick word of caution. Pumpkin seeds are high in fiber and healthy fats, which is great, unless you overdo it. Eating too much at once may lead to bloating or diarrhea, especially if your digestion is sensitive. And if you have kidney issues, talk to your doctor first. The high magnesium and zinc levels might not be suitable for everyone. From what I've seen in clinic, when patients consistently include pumpkin seeds in their nightly routine, alongside a mindful evening diet, the results speak for themselves. Better sleep, fewer bathroom trips, and an overall calmer body by morning. Before we move on, here's something that often gets overlooked. Some of the most effective sleep-supporting foods are also the smallest. And this next one? It's often mistaken for just a snack, but turns out, it's a secret weapon against nighttime urination. Let's talk about pistachios. These vibrant green nuts are more than just tasty. They're loaded with plant-based melatonin, one of the highest among all nuts. In fact, pistachios contain around 23 nanograms of melatonin per gram, significantly higher than walnuts or almonds. This makes them a natural ally for supporting your body's sleep-wake cycle without supplements. But that's not all. Pistachios also provide vitamin B6, which is crucial for converting tryptophan into serotonin, and eventually into melatonin. It's a full hormonal support package in a handful of nuts. You'll also get magnesium and potassium, both of which relax smooth muscles, including the bladder, and help prevent sudden urges. For best results, enjoy a small serving, around 1 ounce, about 30 minutes before bed. Choose unsalted, roasted or raw pistachios, and avoid any flavored varieties that include added sugars or sodium. Just be mindful of portion sizes. Pistachios are calorie-dense, so moderation is key, especially if you're watching your weight or blood sugar. Blank. _blank. Still waking up despite your best efforts? This next one isn't technically a nut, but it acts like one when it comes to calming your bladder and supporting sleep. And it's tiny, so small. You might have seen it sprinkled on salads without realizing its power. I'm talking about flax seeds. These little brown or golden seeds are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid with anti-inflammatory benefits. Chronic inflammation of the bladder wall can trigger frequent urges to urinate, especially at night, and flaxseed helps to calm that irritation from the inside out. But flax seeds also support hormonal balance, especially helpful for women going through menopause. That's because they're a natural source of lignans, compounds that mimic estrogen and help regulate hormonal fluctuations that can affect bladder control and sleep quality. To maximize their benefits, choose ground flaxseed, not whole. Your body absorbs nutrients better that way. Add 1 tablespoon to your evening smoothie, yogurt, or oatmeal, ideally 1 to 2 hours before bed. If you're new to flax, start slow. They're high in fiber, which is great for digestion but can cause bloating if you increase intake too fast. And don't forget, always store flaxseed in the fridge or freezer to keep the oils from going rancid. Freshness matters when you're using food as medicine. So, let's bring it all together. If you're tired of waking up night after night, these 5 humble foods, walnuts, almonds, and pumpkin seeds, could be game changers. Each one works in a slightly different way. Walnuts help fight inflammation and boost melatonin. Almonds calm your nerves and relax bladder muscles, while pumpkin seeds repair tissues and reduce spasms. Simple, natural, and surprisingly powerful. But here's the part most people miss: it's not just about what you eat, but when and how you hydrate. A key tip I give all my patients: stop drinking fluids at least 90 minutes before bed. That gives your kidneys time to slow down and keeps your bladder from filling just as you're trying to fall asleep. Also, avoid stimulants like caffeine, alcohol, and sugary drinks in the evening. They ramp up urine production and irritate your bladder. Instead, focus on staying hydrated during the day with water-rich foods like cucumbers, melon, or citrus fruits, so you're not playing catch-up at night. The real magic happens when you combine these nuts with healthy evening habits. You don't need pills, just consistency and a little attention to timing. That's how you build deep, lasting improvements in your sleep and overall well-being. Now it's your turn. Which of these nuts will you try first? Drop your answer in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video, where I'll break down one common nighttime habit that could be sabotaging your sleep without you even realizing it.